Robin, I'm gonna need you to keep your hands to yourself, because had you popped me the way you popped that lady, no ma'am. Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Ladies Who List Atlanta, Season 1, Episode 2, The Pitch. Kira. She is showing her client, who happens to be B. Simone, a condo. The condo is $500,000. Like, I want to say the number's like 585. That was the number. So $500,000. It's nice, you know. We got views, we got tall ceilings, big windows, that sort of thing. Ambiance, single woman living, you know. Kira says that she and B. Simone met back in 2015. B. Simone used to do her hair, and she worked at the mattress firm across the street. You know, they became good friends. So of course, you know, since she's in real estate, she's gonna help her good Judy out in finding a new home. See, watching them together was funny. B. Simone is just funny anyway. So she, you know, she was on, in character pretty much. They, you know, go around, they're touring the place. The closet in the guest room was, you know, nice for a guest room closet. And she's like, okay, so where's my closet? We go to this little corner behind the curtain, and that's supposed to be the master closet. So that will not do. Okay, so what the bathroom look like? That's small too. So we gonna go on. We gonna keep looking. Kiana, she is on her IG, you know, updating the people on her live, and in her confessional, she gets tearful about sharing, you know, her story. She grew up poor, you know, basically that whole, I'm the oldest child, and so I have to take care of everybody in my family. So that is what drives her. It ain't even really the money. It's mainly, I got to keep putting my family on. Like, I have to support everyone. And she was crying about it. And I was just the whole time like, girl, enough with that. If it's making you react like this, you ain't happy to be caring for your entire family, it's making you cry, I'm gonna need for you to stop doing it. I'm gonna need for us in general to stop carrying the load like that. Like, it is not the oldest child's responsibility to take care of everybody in the family. It's not, especially kids that aren't theirs. Like, what? And with single mothers in the Black community, they do that a lot. It's like, the oldest child, you gonna have to step up and be dad or mom. No. No, I don't. I'm a child too. So why do I have to care for these kids like they mine? No, that's backwards. It's also backwards to expect people to take care of you because they've come into some money. Now the rest of the family, they get it too. You know, like, what you do for people out of love is fine, but making it an obligation, yeah, no. And so she's come to realize that, and she says that, you know, now she's done putting herself and her what her needs are and goals and aspirations, what she wants for herself, she's done putting that to the side for the family. You know, she's here for taking care of self now. So, you know, we love to see that. She leaves and joins her husband in the kitchen. She has their chef has prepared a breakfast for them. She and her husband have been married for 8 years. I didn't catch his name. But they seem to, you know, they seem to have their interaction was kind of like, that's the homie. You know, like, I didn't get, I love this man, it's my husband. You know, it was like, that's the homie, you know, like, we friends. But she said they were friends first. So maybe that's why it's so laxed instead of, you know, being all, you know what new love gives. Okay, so they talk about Robin. You know, she mentions Robin, and they rehash what happened between she and Robin. In her mind, Robin is really, you know, Robin ain't even a friend or an associate. She's really, like, done with the situation and her. she reiterates that Robin wanted 500 per contract and she had 26 contracts, which totals out to 13,000. She just don't understand why you was just trying to rake me over the coals. Like, why are you charging me so much for this? And you're like, you should be looking out for me. Like, I'm pretty sure she didn't want it for free, but 13,000? You trying to come up like that, sis? Off me? Not my wallet. She tells her husband about Robin's idea, Robin wanting to come together and have a dinner. And her husband doesn't think it's a good idea. Neither does she. But she's gonna go, because she says she need answers. She got to figure out why you tried to do that to me. So that's why she going. She's also going to shut her down. She's adamant on that. I'm not doing it anyway, but I still want to hear her out just so I can say I'm not doing it. Kira and her ex-boyfriend, she talks about this in her confessional. She and her ex-boyfriend bought a home. It was a beautiful home. Listen, ladies, unless said boyfriend has proposed and said, will you marry me? We not buying houses together, okay? I need us to cut that shit out. Cut the mess. Buying houses with a boyfriend? Where they do that at? Child. Anyway, that's what she was doing. Buying houses with her boyfriend. A boyfriend? It just sounds stupid coming off the tongue. I bought a house with my boyfriend. What? I got an apartment with my boy. That's what you say normally. I bought a house with him. That's a big purchase, sis. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. I mean, because maybe I might be judgy. I don't know. Anyway, she went out of town. He was also out of town. Her neighbor called and told her that her house was on fire. It had burnt down. House burnt down. I mean, it was terrible. It was a sad sight to see. I hate it for her. I'm sure she has, somewhere else to stay. But with the house, the relationship went as well. So again, don't do that no more, okay, ladies? Let's not do that. Let's not make these types of purchases with a boyfriend. Anyway, she's meeting with the contractor. They're assessing the damages. Tiffany, she's home with the family, trying to work. Her son keep coming over there, asking her to take him out driving. I guess she promised. She say, go ask your daddy. Daddy come out there like, I can't do it. I told you I got this to do, that to do, this to do, and that. So I can't do it. She say, but I'm working. Like, I can't do it either, so they're going to have to meet each other halfway because that boy begging and bugging. So she going to have to get up and take that boy out there to drive. In her confessional, she shares that she, I guess last year or earlier that year, I don't know, she had some issues, mental health concerns, and it was a lot of anxiety, panic attacks, that sort of thing. She was in a dark place, and she didn't know whether or not she was going to pull herself up out the dark place. But she has, her family has been there, her close friends. She's good now. She takes her son out driving, and I feel like this child took like 10 minutes to back out the driveway. He is, granted, let me give him a little bit of slack. He is practicing his driving in a whole Escalade. Like, that is not the car we should be using. Like, y'all don't have a more, we don't have a coupe. We don't have a sedan. Like, this big ass bus is what you want to teach your teenager how to drive. This is what you're going to use. Okay. He finally backs out the driveway. They go driving. When they get back to the house, the child pull up and just try to get out. He don't even put it in park. The cameraman like, put the car in park. Put it in park. Just broke the fourth wall. Yeah, he in the car too. Put this car in park because we are not trying to back down the driveway. He's talking about, oh, see, you ain't ready. You are not ready. You don't even know to pull up and put it in park before getting out. You just gonna get out. Tiffany and her husband are celebrating 13 years of marriage, and so they're gonna have dinner, and they invited Tiana and her husband to come join them. They talk about the brokers open that they had, and how much there was tension there. They, didn't understand that. Tiffany doesn't really trust all parties involved, you know. So this whole dinner that Robin wants to have, she's leery about it because she don't know. She just don't know who to trust. She shares in her confessional that Crystal reached out to her to offer, you know, her help. You know, Tiffany had a baby. And she thought that, oh, girl, let me take all of your clients off your hands. I got you, girl. I'll work for you while you take care of your baby. Excuse me. Basically, what you're saying is you're trying to take my money. You're not trying to help me. You're trying to help yourself to some money. No, ma'am. That was out of order. That was out of order. And I definitely believe that's what she did. I feel like that's exactly what she did. Something I don't know. I don't know about that Crystal. But that's why Tiffany don't really trust the situation. Tiana says that she's open to the dinner, you know, and that's really it. You know, she just wants to see what's going on. She'll see what the ladies talking about. Okay, Robin. She's in her confessional crying too. She in there crying about how much she's grown and changed as a woman, and you know, how appreciative she is of her life. You know, she was basically supposed to fail, and she didn't fail, and she really, you know, gives herself props for that. Moving to Atlanta was the best thing she could have ever done. You know, she moved in 2006, so in her mind, moving to Atlanta is the way to go. She in the confessional talking about, you know, you can really, you know, move to Atlanta with a dream and it come true. And I'm like, if you don't stop telling them people that, so the people can just come in droves. I need for people to leave here. It's too much traffic. And let me let you know right now, she lying. She lying. People always think Atlanta is where it's going to pop off for you. Let me tell you, maybe for some, but not for everybody. Not for a lot of people. This is not the land of opportunity out here. I need y'all to know that, so that y'all don't just get to coming in here and taking over the streets with your bad driving, Floridians. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Every time I see a Florida tag, I be like, take your ass back to Miami with that bobbing and weaving in the traffic like that. We don't drive like that here. Anyway, I really was on a tangent. Let me get back to the review. Okay, I was talking about Robin. Robin, she shows a client a condo, and the Healy building is where she shows a lot of condos in that building. She sells a lot of condos in that building, I should say. And he liked it. You know, it's got views, it's everything he wants. And so they gonna, you know, make an offer that night. Okay, Tiana, she's given an award at the 2022 Real Estate Awards ceremony. And I was like, this look like, where are the gowns? Where are the beautiful gowns? We are at an award ceremony. I don't care if it is just for real estate. Where are the gowns? Sis had her blazer and short skirt on. I thought she was going to show a house. Anyway, she got Tiffany and Kira there with her for support. She gets the award for best social media presence. You know, she go up there and get her little award. Afterwards, they talk about the dinner. Tiana says she's open. You know, she's still open. Tiffany still has her reservations. And so does Kira. She mentions that both Robin and Crystal, mentioned that both Robin and Crystal, no, not Kira, Tiana. Tiana said that Kira, I'm getting them mixed up. Kira, because they both have the same complexion and everything. Almost like the same face too. Like, they kind of look alike. But anyway, Kira says that Robin and Crystal unfollowed her on social media, you know, so she feel a way about that. The ladies, it's time for the dinner. They all show up to dinner. Robin gets the... Listen, can I say Robin is bodied? Robin is bodied. That lady... She look good she look good. I know she's a woman of a certain age. And I ain't even gonna say like she old, you know. I would say mid-40s. I don't see her being in her 50s or nothing like that. I see her being a woman that's in her 40s. But anyway, they all show up. Robin gets the pleasantries out of the way, you know, before filling them in on her big idea. After filling them in, Kiana just immediately chimes in first, you know, with her grievances. She says that they have unfinished business. And while Kiana and Robin are speaking, Crystal is trying to interject. I can't do the back and forth with the, you know, word for word. But Robin and Kiana kind of, you know, have a little spat there. And it's mainly because Kiana won't let Robin speak. It's like, will you allow me to chime in and give you a rebuttal? Like, will you please let me talk? It was annoying me that she kept cutting her off like, and I feel like this. And I also feel like this. And I ain't like that either. And then this too, let me add that on there too. And Robin can't even get in to say, well, I'm sorry, girl. Well, I mean, well, what you want me to... Y'all ain't getting nowhere with this. You're not getting nowhere with this. Especially with Crystal jumping in, trying to mediate, but it's like you throwing salt. Robin, she tries to reason, you know, she can't really reason with her, but she tries to reason with her, you know, by saying, okay, we can talk about this another time. Like, you and I talk, just the two of us. And Kiana, she has her wall up, but it's like, you know, she's fine with talking about this at another time. Robin starts to share with them, you know, that at the time that, you know, she and Kiana had these words or whatever, mentally she wasn't in the space to care about anything or anybody or anybody's feelings, you know, so that's essentially what it is. Kiana says, you're deflecting. She says, don't dismiss what I had going on, you know, and which is fair, which people love to, and I've done this as well. I've done this as well to a friend, and you know, we've gotten past it, but she shared with me something that she was dealing with mentally, and I was just like, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about, you know, like I went in on some, you know, because I felt like at the time you were being selfish and trying to use it as a scapegoat, you know, or use it as an excuse, or just like she said, you're deflecting. But you have to realize that people really do deal with things differently, and people have mental health concerns, and you have to be empathetic to that and show people grace. Regardless if you feel like it's bullshit or not. Regardless if you feel like this ain't the time for you to be saying, oh, my mental health. Regardless, respect people's journey. Respect people's mental health. You know, just respect that. You know, because you wouldn't go try to jump somebody who got a broke foot. You know, just like you respect people's physical health and not being able to physically do things, respect people's mental capacity as well. Okay? Just a little gem. Cuz it's off-putting. It's very off-putting. But she shares that with them, and the only person that kind of understands that and, you know, and received it for what it really was Tiffany, being that she has also dealt with her own mental health concerns. So she's like, I got her back. You know, everybody ain't finna just jump on her and, just everybody's ganging up on her pretty much, because after that, Kira then chimes in with her issues. Yeah, I don't like that you unfollowed me on social media. And Robin is like, girl, I unfollowed you. Are we really doing this over Instagram? That's too trivial for Robin. Like, she ain't doing that. She's like, this is why I don't do females. This is why I don't do the women, because y'all always love to drag. You're dragging. There's like another way that we can deal with this. It's not that deep. And Kiana's like, oh, it's that deep for me. It's definitely that deep for me. We're talking about starting a whole brokerage. It was definitely that deep for me. As it relates to Kira, now that ain't that deep. That's not that deep. Now, don't dismiss what her concerns are. You know, I do think that they should have a conversation or, you know, away from everybody else. But as Kira, girl, if you don't go on somewhere with your bullshit, she getting all mad, throwing out, you know, being an ageist and be, you know, with the ageism, calling her older and, you know, oh, well, you know, that's the thing about working with older women. Why are we even bringing age into this? And again, when Robin says something, Crystal kind of jumps in to like check her. Nobody else but Robin. It's that, you know, she gaslights her. She gaslights the fuck out of her. She's condescending. She's passive aggressive. It's bad. It's bad. They're trying to talk over Robin and all of that. And Robin then is speaking to Kira about, I don't even, Kira say something about you unfollow me and I'll shit on you, something like that. It was just stupid and petty. And Robin is just like, girl, I'm just not doing this with you. Anybody else got some shit to say to me? Damn, y'all done brought me, I done brought y'all here, but not for this. Not for this. I don't know what Crystal says. Oh, I do know. You're triggered, Robin. You're triggered. You're triggered, Robin. You're triggered. And Robin is like, stop saying that. Stop saying that. She really smacked the got her hand. And I was like, whoa, Robin. We've taken it too far. Because if Crystal had got up and lunged at that ass, it just would have been what it was right there in the restaurant. You don't pop people in the hand, ma'am. Friend, no friends, stranger. We don't do that. Don't do that. But anyway, the people in the restaurant was like, ooh, what's going on here? You know, she done popped that lady in her hand. Don't say that. Say it again. I'm not triggered. You want me to show you triggered? I'll show you triggered. You want crazy? I'll show you crazy. She should have showed her crazy. You know, telling me I'm triggered. Stop doing that. Don't do that, Crystal. People who have mental health issues, don't throw back in their face what the mental health concern is as if you're like you care. You don't care. You're trying to weaponize my mental health, and I don't like that. That's not okay, Crystal. That's not okay. But she's doing that. I don't like that at all. Is that it? I feel like that's where we end, you know, with things escalating between Robin and Crystal. Yeah, that's where it ends. Because you're triggered. You're triggered. Yeah, now I am triggered. For real, for real. You show right. I'm triggered, you damn Skippy. That's where we end. Again, we ain't see no houses. Oh, we saw a condo. We saw 2 condos. We saw 2 condos. Child. I don't know why these, and see, when the people review and say, again, once again, it's giving drama and storylines, but where are the houses? Y'all can't get mad because they keep doing that. Like, show these black women in the same light that you're showing the women over there on Selling Sunset. They selling houses over there like houses. You know, like they're giving the real estate feel. You know, it's serving its purpose. We're here for real estate, and that's exactly what we getting over there. We're here for real estate over here too, but we getting a whole lot of extra bullshit in the process. And I think that they're only doing that when it comes to us. Yeah, they're gonna have to stop that. They're gonna have to stop that. Because next week it's going to be some more mess and drama. And I'm like, damn, I want to see the houses. I want to see the houses. Anyway, that's where that ends. I still have to do Power. Y'all will be getting Power tomorrow. I got to meet with my acting coach today. So I got to go get geared up for that. I'm supposed to be off the book for my monologues. And I'm still not off the book. So, yeah, let me go. Let me go practice. Let me go rehearse. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.